Rock and Stone, everyone. Welcome back to another review. If you haven't played this game, you're going to have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. But Rock and Stone, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, as ever, Purple Midnight 8. Welcome back. Today, if you couldn't guess, if you're not familiar, I am covering Deep Rock Galactic, a little hidden gem in my collection that I keep forgetting about and then going back, and I really enjoy it for a couple of months at a time, and then I'm just like, yeah, I think I'm sick of it now. But still, welcome back, everyone. Don't know how to begin this one. Again, forgive me. I said this in another review that I will not spoil because I don't know what order these are going to go up in. My throat was a bit fucked, so I apologise. We'll get right into it. So, a team of dwarves that work for the titular company of Deep Rock Galactic, of course, are sent on multiple missions to a nearby planet. Nice and simple, not too complicated, straight to the point. Set over multiple different maps and procedurally generated levels, which is always good. It's nice to have something like a bit of a mix-up every now and then. Completing a variety of objectives, not objects. These usually involve defending objectives or excavating different minerals and valuables. You're a dwarf, like, way to embrace the stereotype of, like, medieval dwarves, I should say, not modern-day dwarves. As far as I know, they don't do any mining. I could be wrong, not to judge. The player has the choice of 4 classes. The driller, if you're a driller, you're the best. Obviously, like, come on. Get big flamethrowers and shit and the big drill arms. Like, best class. Scout is your lightweight class. You zoom around the map a bit. It's a bit cheaty. Engineer, about what you would expect. And the gunner, which is basically your heavy. Each of them have their own equipment and personalities to match. Basically, they've all got different pitched voices. Cosmetics can be bought using money, as in in-game money, I should say, and minerals to customize each of the individual dwarfs. Some are a bit more exclusive to the different classes, but most, I think, can just be equipped to everyone. Sorry, I was just having a little sippy sip. Multiplayer is included, but not mandatory, with single player giving the player a robot sidekick. Bosco, he can be pretty useless, but he can also be really good at the same time. More players obviously make things easier, but difficulty can be adjusted for each of the levels, giving more rewards for more risk. Where there's risk, there is reward, obviously. Assignments are special missions which reward the player with different weapons, cosmetics, and new difficulty levels, in case you wanted to suffer some more. These take place across specific missions which need to be completed in order, but at your own pace. So if you select the assignment, as long as it's not a limited time event, you should be just fine. Hello, Stuzzy. You already got a shout out in the last one, but now you get another one. Sorry, that's completely distracted me because he wanted a bit of a cuddle there. Deep dives are a more recent addition to the game, allowing a group of players, or if you were stupid like me, just the one. Never completed one, but I don't want to perform long and difficult missions for rewards. Usually weapon modifications or cosmetics which can be crafted back in the hub, which, as I mentioned earlier, later is called the rig. Alright. I'll pretend I even heard what you said, but... Okay. Sorry. That'll be my wife. The rig, as I just mentioned, is the hub. Has a variety of special interactions and mini-games to participate in. You can drink at the bar, listen to music, or kick barrels into a hull for points. If you really, really want to wind up management, just repeatedly kick them underneath the drop pod. Completing certain mini-objectives will give perk points, which can be used to acquire skills which provide passive or bonus abilities. So, as mentioned, Deep Rock is an excellent game. It's well crafted, it's a good laugh, but it can really drag out some of the missions. Like, there are missions that are taking me like 40 minutes to complete, depending on what it is. So make sure you, like, strap in. It gives great replayability with the randomly generated levels and missions. What do you expect? If nothing's going to be the same every time, it gives you that extra, like, drive to go back and play it again. But I definitely recommend doing it with co-op. It can be a bit depressing playing it on your own. Every game immediately becomes so much better when you play it in co-op, unless it's a shit game. Some games cannot be saved. But that about sums it up. Thank you ever so much for listening. I've been your host, as ever, Purple Midnight 8. Once again, rock and stone, everyone. And I will see you in the next one.